Did you know that internally, Apple actually uses the exact same code name for both their upcoming foldable iPhone as well as their upcoming VR headset? Yeah, Tim Cook actually lovingly refers to them as money. This is the only tech news show on the internet that gives you tech news and exclusive leaks. So hit subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, FPT, the show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Monday. Listen, before we jump in, two very important things. Number one, this my pillow. I just bought this pillow. Slept on it the last couple nights. Oh my God. I'm going to leave an Amazon link for this pillow down in the description below. It's not like a funny, typical YouTuber affiliate link. Like if you click that link, I'm not gonna make any money from it. And also, nobody paid me to say any of this. Just buy the pillow. Okay? Thank me later. Important thing number two, today's the day. The very first episode of Genius Bar, my podcast with Sam from the iUpdate YouTube channel, is now available on all your favorite podcast apps. I'll leave you a couple links down in the description, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Go subscribe and leave a review right now so that we can stay in the top charts until Tim Cook removes us. Okay, now with all that out of the way, let us frolic through the fields of tech news. Alrighty, so first up for the day, story numero uno. Let's first talk about Apple's upcoming ARVR headset. Now, we're going to talk about it a little bit, but I'm also bringing this up because I've seen a lot of stuff online that I feel like I need to clarify for you. So if you missed it, late last week, we got a pretty detailed leak about this headset. And right off the bat, it's worth noting that this leak comes from The Information, the website The Information, who has a pretty accurate track record. 90% accurate, actually. Now, according to Apple Track, this is only over the span of about 11 leaks, so that's not a lot. But still, 90% is 90%, and that makes this story worth looking into. According to them, this is a sketch of what we can expect the headset to look like. Along with that, they're claiming that it will have two 8K displays, one for each eye, obviously, unless you only have one eye, in which case you would need both of those. So maybe get a 50% off, half off discount of that bad boy. Because if you have both eyes, this thing is going to cost you $3,000. Dude, absolutely not. I would rather just scoop out one of my eyes with this butter knife, this dull butter knife, and get that one eye discount. Because I don't need both, all right? I don't need both my eyes. The report also says that it'll have 12 or more cameras, track your eyes to be able to tell if you're paying attention, or just track your eye in case you got the discount. The Information goes on to describe the design as having a sleek, curved visor attached to the face with a mesh and swappable headbands, which, I mean, yeah. Looking at this sketch, this thing looks like an Apple Watch face pair of AirPods Max. Okay, now that thing that I wanted to clarify for you. For some reason, I've had a lot of people tweeting this at me saying that this is not how I described Apple Glass last year. That is, of course, because this isn't that. What you see here is literally its own thing. These stories about the ARVR headset, yep, separate. It is a standalone product that will probably come next year sometime. And it is just that, an AR/VR headset. It'll be focused on gaming, or like, I don't know, have a Tim Cook money counting simulator. Apple Glass is totally separate, not the same thing. It is strictly AR, made to look like glasses, and will not cost $3,000. So again, in case it wasn't clear, two different things, not the same thing. Don't know how people got confused by that, but here we are. All right, let's pay some bills. All right, listen, this is a tech show. You're watching a tech show. You don't need me to tell you what a VPN is or why you need one. What I can tell you is that my boys over at WeVPN are all VPN veterans who were just tired of all the sketchy practices of other VPNs that they worked for, so they joined forces and created one of the fastest and most secure VPNs out there. For only $3 a month on a yearly plan, you get access to all premium features, a choice of over 50 server locations, and yes, you can use WeVPN to unblock most streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, BBC iPlayer, and tons more. They're already offering 62% off right now with 1 month free, and you, because you're a Front Page Tech viewer, can subtract an additional 10% off just by using the promo code FPT at checkout. My challenge to you is that even if you're already using a VPN right now, if you like this show, if you trust me, click the link down in the description right now to give WeVPN a try. Okie doke, welcome back. Last up for the day. I know, not a lot of news today. Foldable iPhone. Now, I like to make sure that even if this is your first time watching the show, which if it is, sorry about that. Sorry you somehow stumbled upon this. If this is your first time watching, I still like to make sure you have context if we've covered something before, just so you're caught up. So for that reason, in case this is your first time watching, I put out a couple reports about the foldable iPhone or foldable iPhones in the last few months. In one report, we talked about how there are actually two prototypes for a foldable phone from Apple. One that is similar to the form factor of the Galaxy Z Fold, so like big and square, and another that is a clamshell style device that looks similar to the Galaxy Z Flip. And in one of the last reports, we talked about how both of these prototypes were in testing, and we're just sort of waiting to see how those tests go. And shortly after, I believe it was Economic Daily News, they actually put out their own report that backed up these claims, and then added that they did in fact pass the testing. That brings us to this, a couple updates in the foldable iPhone saga. It seems that Apple has sort of made up their mind in terms of which direction to move towards, and it's leaning heavily in the favor of that clamshell phone. Now, my sources aren't exactly sure why. I mean, all they know is that the clamshell foldable is now having the majority of the attention placed on it behind the scenes, which, who knows, maybe it's related to how things went during the testing of those hinges, or maybe it's more related to their partnership with Samsung, who will be manufacturing those display panels for these devices. All we know of right now is that the clamshell foldable is getting elevated behind the scenes in terms of a production timeline. But the second update to all of this actually paints a bigger picture to this whole thing and is very, very interesting. Colors. We're seeing that one of the goals for this clamshell style foldable iPhone is to offer this in multiple colors, like fun colors, similar to what we get with base model iPhones. So less like the polished and serious tone that you get with the Pro models, and more of the fun, colorful ones like we see on the lower end phones. Now, this is super interesting because this sort of gives us an idea. It tells us who this phone will be marketed towards. Like, as Apple is making this, who are they targeting with this device? That is, of course, if this project ever sees the light of day. I mean, yes, of course, it's Apple, and it's a brand new technology, not brand new technology overall, but a brand new technology for Apple, so yes, it will be expensive, but knowing that they're hoping to offer this in multiple fun colors gives us an idea of what they're actually trying to do with this device. Like, maybe they're gonna target a more fun, more mainstream market with this, painting this as not necessarily a professional device, but as a fun, unique iPhone experience. I think out of all the leaks that we've ever had about foldable iPhones, that tidbit right there tells us way more about it than we previously know. As I've said before, unlike other articles that have claimed that we'd somehow get this foldable iPhone as soon as next year, I can confidently say, this project is just not that far along. I have no idea when we'll actually see this, but it most certainly will not be next year. So, class, to recap, clamshell style foldable iPhone in multiple fun colors. That's it. I give you the information, and now it's up to you. Whatever you do with that, whatever you want. And that is it. That's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit the like button. If you hate my stupid face, dislike button. Lots of people like that one. Go ahead, take a peek down there. The current number, that's how many people currently hate my stupid face. If you're new here, subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon, like.